Hey guys, it's Jason Maggard from Modern Money Method, and we got the latest Northwest Multiple Listing Service report out, the one that comes out in April 7th, for all of the March data. This is free. You just go to nwmls.com, and to get the news part, they have other different things in here as well, but I go to the news information where they compile the data for the month. And they have great information about the market, what's going on. I don't think they're being as realistic about how much these mortgage rates are going to affect sales. They are. When the rates were at 2.5, $1 million house was about $4,500 to $5,000 a month was the payment. With these new rates at 5%, you're talking about that same house now being about $7,000 to $7,500 a month. That is a significant jump in a house payment. $2,000 is dramatic. But what I want to show you here, besides the crazy house prices are going to the moon right now, they've jumped 20 to 50,000 in a lot of different markets, month over month, not year over year. But something that I predicted is coming true, and I want to show you why I believe it's very important, because this is something I tracked back in 2006 and 2007, and that is how I was able to see that the housing market was cracking before not anyone, but before most people saw it. I saw it in late 2006, early 2007. Of course, I did not know how it was going to play out, but it was only a year and a half later, and we had the 2008 crisis. I'll show you what I was looking at and why I started getting concerned this last fall. So what this is here, 4 counties in Washington State, King, Snohomish, Pierce, and Kitsap, represent about 80% of all the house sales. So instead of, this is just a chart that they've always had, tracked it for years. And I want to show you something interesting. So this is actually the pending sales in the region for the month. And I want you to look at something here. So this is total number of houses. What I think people have to be aware of is what I see here, and I will show it to you. So this is the year, and then this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, all the way to December, okay? So you can compare column to column very easy. Like this is January, this is February. And so I want you to notice something here. In 2022, January, total pending sales was 4,405. In 21, it was 5,216. Now, in January of 2020, before the pandemic, it was 5,352. So a lot of people say, well, of course they're down because last year was a really booming year. No, they're down year over year versus 2020 and 2021. Same with February. February's numbers came out. I predicted that they were going to be less. They were just slightly down from 5,600 to 5,560, but that's still down. 2020, it was 6,078. Here came March numbers, 7,312. That's down from 8,002 in 2021. Now March here was affected greatly. This was one of the lowest Marches on record. You can see normally 7,500 to 8,000 houses are sold, and that was because it was March of 2020. So comparable month over month, down in March, down in February, down in January. We go back to December. Look at this. December of 21 was below December of 20. November was below. October was below. September was below. August was below. July was below. So you have to go all the way back to June of 2021, May and June of 2021, to have months that had more closings than the previous year. And I think that's so we have a trend here. It's down. Units sold and closing are down. Now, why this is important is because back in 2006, 7, 8, I lived through this. I was a mortgage broker, and I had a large investment portfolio of houses. And if you look here, it didn't start becoming common knowledge until late 2007 that there was a housing crisis, okay? And you can see how few units were selling in 2007 and then 8 during the crash. And we look at all the months are only 4,000, 4,500. When in normal previous years there'd been 7, 8, 9,000 in a month. So dramatically lower sales in 2008. But guess what? Guess when the sales started dropping off? They started dropping off the summer of 06. If you look here, we have month-over-month comparisons, down 800, down 1,100, down 1,000. Then you hit 2007. Look at January was down. Okay, February was up a little, but March was down. Every month, see how it's less and less than the previous year until then the crisis hit. It just became dramatic. We have very similar numbers going on. So this year is behaving a lot like 2007. We started being month on month, year over year comparisons down. We've been down 9 months in a row. Are we going to be experiencing? Are we right here in the cycle? If you can understand what I'm saying, because look, then it gets, if we keep being 1,000 under, then it gets to be 2,000 under. See that? So look at this. In September, it had been 6,700, 7,000, and in 07 we only had 4,100. This is something really to keep your eye on, and I think it's telling us something deeper than a lot of people want to think. All right, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.